Hello everyone and welcome back to another speed build. So today we are back but just for a moment, we are back in the Newcrest, and I started building this famous street, Holland Park Gardens in London. This is not a replica, by the way. This is like highly inspired by the street, but I really wanted to make these beautiful townhouses. So I started here in the Newcrest, but I decided not to continue with this world. I decided to switch the world, and I placed this to Willow Creek, I believe, and continue there. But because I don't know, I started this like a part of the save file, but I decided not to do that and use this for like another world, just for like my regular content. And like I said, this is highly inspired by one famous street in London, and it's Holland Park Gardens, which I have right now on my other monitor. I love using Google Maps, and I really did use that for my inspiration. I spent one whole evening just looking and going through that street, and somehow I decided to go with this kind of a style. We have a couple of more similars. I believe I also downloaded like 4 pictures of like different builds, and I decided to go with this one and make something very, very similar. We have like one with iron fence that I actually built here, and we also have one with the stone fence. It's so freaking beautiful. I love houses like this, especially when they're in the same neighborhood, and it's so freaking cool. And that's the reason why I really wanted to make this for such a long time, and just because I spend a lot of time on Google Maps on the street view, and like looking for some kind of an inspiration, not just like on Pinterest, but I really love to go through those streets and find something very cute and interesting to build, because I'm building like non-stop, and I have like 2 videos per week, so I need an inspiration to build. I don't know. So very soon we are going to switch to the different world, but I believe I didn't record everything because this was on my gallery for some time, and I didn't touch this build quite a while, and then I decided to back to this build and finally finish this. And I believe I added another one, so we basically have 4 townhouses. In this video you are going to see like the construction, building this basically, and one first townhouses here on the left. But if you want me to finish maybe another one, or maybe the whole 4 builds, just let me know down in the comments. I will gladly do that, but I need time, because I realized when I started like doing floor plan, I realized they have really, really big houses, and we basically have 3 floors, so which is crazy, I know, but I really had great time building this, because I basically had a lot of similar, I don't want to say the same, I had a couple of the same items, but I also had a couple of similar items that are actually on these buildings, and I'm watching right now one of those buildings, which is crazy. It's not the same, of course, so please don't come for me, because it's probably impossible, to make something exactly the same. But if I am very close, I am freaking happy, because I don't know, I really wanted to do this, so I decided to make at least something similar. And I also noticed that all those houses basically have some kind of a basement. I didn't make exactly the same. I didn't use that in these buildings. I made this like a fake ones, but in general I don't like when I don't have a lighting, and in the game it could be very like ugly looking, because I love lots of like windows and lights when I'm building, and that's the reason I made like the fake basement. And if you have space, if you want to add some kind of a additional floor, you can probably somewhere squeeze one stairs and actually have like a basement. But believe me when I say this house is pretty much enough for the gameplay for a family, because when I was building this, I realized how these houses are pretty much like decent size. You have everything that you need, even though this like first floor, it's pretty much like very small, but because of the stairs, of course. But I decided here on this floor only to make like small dining, the kitchen, one small room with 2 chairs basically, and the fireplace, which is very great. You can also sit there and enjoy by the fireplace and a drink of coffee or tea, since this is like a heavily London inspired, and also one like a powder room. On the second floor, I decided to go with the family room with the TV, of course, and the office, and another powder room. Yes. And on the second floor, we have 2 bedrooms, of course. One for parents, like the main bedroom, with the ensuite bathroom, and also one bedroom for the kid. I decided to go with the boy for this one, and he also has a bedroom and a bathroom. I wanted to say a bathroom. And since I was like very inspired by the London and England in general, which is one of my favorite countries, and builds in general, I decided to go with, for the first one, first house, I decided to go with a little bit more like elegant and traditional style, but I also added a couple of like modern elements, since if you like a gameplay and if you like using my houses, you will probably know that already, and you will find a lot of like small details here and there, because I love to mix all those items, and I think I managed to make something very cute and very elegant. I decided to go with like very basic colors and use of some kind of a pop of color with because this time I decided to go with a yellow. I don't know why, but since I'm using a lot of greens lately and blues and reds, I decided to go with this like a very beautiful nude, almost white colors, but with like yellow small details, which came up pretty much great. I'm very happy with this color combo, especially because it's very like elegant house, and basically now when I'm looking at this, it looks very comfy and inviting and very family like, not just because I added bedroom for the kid, but also because I don't know, I really wanted to make one elegant, beautiful London house. But so we are finishing up this first floor. On the second floor, like I said, we have 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and I believe I recorded only 2 bathrooms here. This one, like ensuite bathroom for the parents, because it's a little bit different. We have a bathtub, and it's a little bit bigger. It's not like a basic powder room, but the same style through the whole house, which is crazy for me. But it doesn't matter. But I love how spacious and bright this bedroom is, which is crazy because I don't know. For the second, I believe, a townhouse, I decided to go with a different layout. So maybe I can make another townhouse for my maybe next video. And this is the last bedroom. This is for the kiddo, and I decided to divide this on like two different parts, and it's very small but it's very beautiful. But guys, you can find this of course on my gallery and also on my Patreon page if you want to download this. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell like always so you won't miss any of my future content. And love you guys. See you next time. Bye bye.
Oh.